Why? Because you do not possess your body. Your body is the right of Allah. Had you possessed your body, had your body been your possession, then you could do with it what you wanted. You could have cut your hands off, you could have killed yourself if you wished, because it's your property, isn't it? Just like your house, you can break it down if you wish, you can break the wall down, you can sell it off, you can cut half of the house up, do what you want with it, because it's your property. But your body is not your property, so you cannot do all that with it. This is why, of course, as well, you cannot just do any type of surgery to your body as you wish. Rather, you have to have the Islamic approval for it, because it is the property of Allah. Similarly, dogs, selling dogs as well is not permissible. Why? Because the commodity is haram. The dogs are not permissible to be sold in Islam, so you can't buy and sell dogs. Similarly, najis, impurity, like we gave the example previously of urine from an animal which is najis. Urine for example, from a domesticated donkey is haram to buy and sell. Same as well, manure from haram animals as well. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about regarding our general introduction to buyu is the choice that Sharia allows after a contract has taken place. See, after a contract has taken place, Sharia allows a couple of types of khiyar. We call it khiyar. Khiyar meaning choice. What do we mean by choice? Choice means a choice to either continue on with the contract or a choice to either discontinue the contract. So the first type of choice that Sharia allows you after the contract has taken place is called the khiyar al-majlis. Khiyar means choice, and majlis means the place in which the contract takes place. Milk bar we call a grocery store in Australia. Okay, we call it milk bar. Okay, the local grocery store. Okay, let's say you're at your grocery store, and over there you want to buy water. So you go there and you pay 50 pence, and you buy this water. And you're still in the grocery store. However, you realize, listen, I don't really want this water. So then you return the water back and take the money back. That's permissible. Why? Because you are still in the majlis you're still in the majlis, in the same place in which the contract took place. So as long as you have not separated, then you still, both of you have the choice. So the grocer could also tell you, actually, I don't want to sell that to you. Give my money back. Okay, so that is important. That is important. The khiyar in the majlis, the choice that someone has whilst he is still in the same place in which the contract will take place, is very important to understand. This is the opinion of the Shafi'i and the Hanbali schools. As for the Maliki and the Hanafi schools, then they do not agree with this opinion, even though the ahadith are numerous ahadith from Rasulullah in which he said al-bay'ani bil-khiyar ma lam yatafarraqa. The two buyers and sellers, these two people are bil-khiyar, they have the choice as long as they have not tafarraqa, they have not separated. The khiyar al-shart is another, the choice that you can make in the act itself. Remember we talked about those conditions that you can put which are permissible. From the conditions that you can put is a condition that you have the right to invalidate the act whenever you, for a period of 30 days, for example. And this is the example, this is the condition that someone, for example, when you go and buy a product in the market, they say, no questions asked, 30 days guarantee, right? 30 days money back guarantee. What this 30-day money back guarantee really is a condition that they put in the contract that says that in 30 days you have the ability, you have the choice to return the product, and we will give you money back. So this is a choice, isn't it? This is the second type of choice the Sharia allows. It's halal. The third one is khiyar ru'ya, is the choice of sight, and this is only upon when someone sells something that you cannot see. So for example, remember I was giving the example of something I had in my pocket, and I told Salim, for example, Salim, I have a pen in my pocket and it is blue in color, it is such and such, and it's made in Japan, and it's uniball, it's open 5 millimeters, etc., and I gave him all these descriptions. Then he can make the condition that says, for example, I have the right to not continue on with the buying and selling when I've seen it. And Sharia also gives him this right because he is buying something which he hasn't seen. So why does Sharia give him this choice? Sharia gives him this choice because it may be that people are not very clear in their description. And it may be that the person, when he describes something, the person thought something else. So when Salim sees the pen, he said, "Oh, is that the pen you said about? Oh, I have that already, I don't want it." That's the choice, isn't it? So this is the third type of choice that Sharia allows. The khiyar ru'ya, which is a choice upon seeing the commodity. The fourth type of choice that Sharia allows is the right to invalidate the contract upon finding a fault in the product. Upon finding a fault. So for example, if there's a fault in the product, after you bought that washer, you found that it doesn't work, obviously you didn't use it in the first 30 days. Okay, let's say you went for travel and you came back. Only after 30 days, after the warranty period has run out, you tried to start the washer and you found that it doesn't work, you still have the right to return it back, even though 30 days is over. In fact, this choice of returning or returning the product in case of faultiness, yeah, if it's faulty, extends to unlimited time. It's unlimited in time. So even after 10 years, if you found the product to be faulty, you can return it. And usually, how can that be? For example, let's say you bought a house, right? You bought a house from a person who built it, and he sold you the house on the condition that it's a good house, right? That's what he told you in the contract. That's a good house. You're buying a good house. And you bought the house thinking that, okay, it's going to be a good house, it has a good foundation. However, 10 years down the line, the engineers come and tell you that the house has a fault in it, it has a problem in its foundation. 10 years, 20 years down the line. So you can still, after 20 years, go back to the guy and say, "Listen, you sold me the house with and I bought a house from you with the condition that it's a good house, but now that I find that there is a fault in its foundation, like the foundation is weak, for example, so I want my money back." Islam will oblige that person to give the money back to you, and you return the house back to him.